And can you tell me what about Anastasia? Is she very busy now because she's taking some exams or something like that? Yeah.
She finished already, I think, last week, and I'm not sure about her new plan. Yeah, but she's going to take the two participants, like I mentioned earlier,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and after that one, I don't know what she's going to do. I will ask her.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm. She's really busy
Yeah.
nowadays.
I think that there is some breakthrough point in our meetings because I don't know why, for example, today we have only two participants, and for me, I'm not, I cannot be surprised more because of that the more participants we have in our group, theoretically participants, the less the active participants are. And what do you think about it? How is it possible? Because in the beginning, we had here about 15 members on the meetup, and now it is three or four maybe people. Why it is? Why it is like that?
Maybe they don't know what that we are going. They're having a meet up, or they don't know the link, because I before I tried to reach them through their emails. I send their
Mm-hmm.
emails, the Zoom link, but nowadays
Mm-hmm.
I don't send
Mm-hmm.
them email. I just share in the group, and then if they're not active on Facebook, then they cannot check the link that we're having meet up
Uh-huh.
on
But
Saturday.
I think it is good practice because if somebody is really interested, he
Mm.
would found out how to join the meeting.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. That's true. Because I always send them before the Zoom link through their email, but they're not they're still not
mhm,
participate. So I also have lots of work. I have so many stuff that I have to do, and I always
mhm,
send email every person
mhm.
one, or I
Yeah,
have to copy
yeah.
paste and send.
It's too
Takes too
less.
much
It's too less time consuming. Too much time
time
consuming. I think
consuming
that
for me.
you should minimize your activity on the administration stuff on the group because it's up to participants to be
Mm-mm.
active, to be engaging here, and if they wasn't ready enough to participate, it's their fault. I think it's.
Mm-mm. If they don't want, then yeah, it doesn't matter, because we can talk still, right? One
Yeah,
on one.
yeah, yeah.
Why not?
Uh,
Just
yeah,
kind of one on one live conversation, both of us.
yeah, yeah. And I'm pretty happy because of that. To be true, to be honest, because it's a better occasion to be more active, to speak more. And
That's
yeah.
true. But yeah, it seems like it's really nice when you look at there are a lot of participants joining in your meetup. But the thing is, maybe they also feel like I didn't have much time to speak up, and then they think we're just wasting our time waiting, and then takes too long. I can't speak.
Mhm.
So that's why they don't join
Mhm.
us, maybe. So,
Yeah, that's about the motivation about today's topic. That there
mm,
is not enough motivation in most of the participants. They would think that it would be a magical trick somehow. I would enroll to the Facebook group. I would pay for some courses maybe,
mm, mm,
and
mm.
magically I would be better in English. But it's not like that.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-mm. So anyway, this is totally free. And then if we do another, if we change our rules, later on, if we conduct every live conversation on weekends and then they have to pay, then maybe
Then maybe it will be more. It
more,
would be more.
no more participants.
Yeah.
Because this is totally free and then they can't join. How much more if we are going to ask them to
Mhm.
pay? Mm.
Because I each week I am wondering how many participants it would be on the meetup. If there would be too many, I would waste my time. But
Mm.
if there were only two or maybe
Two or
four,
four.
it would be perfect for me. So
Mm-mm.
each time it's a challenge.
Challenge for
Yeah.
you. It's a challenge for you, always changing.
Mhm.
Anyway, last time, for the first time, I always send the link through Skype. But
Mhm.
since I changed the system, I always reach them, the one who answer our questions about the fluency meetup. And then I never share the link on Skype. Since
Mhm.
that time, our participants gone, left.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, because now I try to reach them on Skype. They're not also active on Skype anymore. Mm.
Mhm.
Because before
And
there was
and
also
there,
less.
there is also such a phenomenon, I think, that if people are beginning their
Yeah,
English journey, they are
yeah.
looking for a possibility to express themselves on internet, and then when they are most advanced, they are going their own
Ways.
track, their
Mm-mm-mm.
own ways. And sometimes I remember the girl from Brazil, from Brasilia. She was very active here, and then I think that she figured out her own way to make
Learn.
a progress, to
Maria
learn.
Angela, you mean?
Maria Angela also, and it was the woman from Brazil. I forgot her name. She was pretty advanced. She was studying in USA, and
Vivian. Vivian.
Vivian, yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
Vivian.
Mm-mm-mm.
She completely disconnected from here, and I think that she had found another ways to maybe
Mm-mm.
to progress because we have so many types of exercises, and for some person one type of exercise is good, and for other types is good. So maybe some people prefer, for example, to read aloud by themselves or speak to themselves to practice to practice
Yeah, yeah. They figured out their
special
own way.
vocabulary.
That's
Maybe
true.
that's why. Mhm.
Yeah, and then they have also they go back to their normal job. So I think so. That's why.
Mhm.
But Vivian, still we still connected on Instagram.
Mhm.
I can reach her if I want to
Mhm.
have conversation with her, but nowadays maybe she's also busy, so I never
Mhm.
see her post that
Mhm.
she had conversation with other learners.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. But
I've completely quitted Instagram because it was
oh,
a
you
lot
don't
of
use it
time
more.
consuming. I
Really
don't
time
use it
consuming.
anymore.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of other activities now. And I think that being in a group is also a perfect way to stay motivated, because uh, like these challenges which you organized and in the Hadar group, and when people are looking at you that you have committed to something, that you would be participating for a month or a week in some activity, and it's a shame that you didn't do what you said you do. And so it's a very good occasion to stay motivated, to be focused on being in the group. I think it's
Yeah,
a good
I am
way.
still active on Instagram. I always post
Mhm.
content every single week.
Uh,
Yeah,
but
at the same
but in
time.
your case, I think it's a different type of activity because you have to be present. You have to be open to the new contacts because of your type of activities. You are a teacher.
Mhm.
And you have to look for occasions to present yourself to
Yeah,
make
that's true.
PR
That's true.
rather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I have to be active all the time. So Instagram, Facebook, I have another.
TikTok.
Mm, I have my Facebook page. I have my also my Easy and Fun English Facebook group and the
Mhm.
fluency in our community. Wow, I
Mhm.
always spending my time on social media.
Mhm.
So really time consuming for me.
But I think it is also effective because by being there on social, you can get your students.
Mm, that's true.
Maybe not at once, not it, but it's a long distance activity
Mm-mm.
because the more time you spend on social media, the more chances that you will be noticed by others.
Yeah, that's true. And one of my and then my two students, they're member in our group in the fluency community, but they're not really active. But since I promote my teaching profile, they found me. So that's why
Mhm.
they enrolled me. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. There are many members in the group that they're not really active, but they just watching our
Mhm.
content, our posts, and then if we offer services, then they
Mhm.
try to buy our services.
Yeah.
That's true.
because
Mm-mm.
again it's the magical thinking that if I would pay for something it would be
Mm-mm.
more beneficial that than
Mm-mm.
free stuff.
Yeah, because you can get feedback or
Mhm.
focus on not just like, yeah, it just let you to
Mhm.
talk and talk, but no correction at all.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, this feedback is really essential thing.
Yeah.
I noticed by myself that sometimes I think that the sound which I produce is excellent,
Mm.
and when I record video and send them to coach,
Uh-uh.
and he
Point
gave
out.
me
Mm.
feedback, and it's disaster because
Disaster.
he always speaks,
Yeah,
you are doing very well, but
but that's true. Yeah, that's true. For the first time, they will give you a compliment, and then later on,
yeah, yeah,
but you have to focus this
the,
part, blah
the,
blah blah.
the, yeah. And
Yeah.
it turns out that you are completely wrong. You are doing well because you are active at last, but it
Mm-mm.
is not a good activity, not a very
Yeah,
well trained
that's
sound.
true. The same thing in Rachel English. I have teacher, another one teacher, she's very good complimenting for the first time. Oh, I really like the rhythm of your speech, the melody,
Mhm.
you really sound clear and linking
Uh-huh.
sound, blah blah blah. But one thing I blah blah blah.
And it turns out that all is
Yeah.
completely wrong.
Mm,
But I think it's a very precious thing in teachers profession not to distract, not to look
point
down
out.
on the students,
Yeah, directly.
because if you are too strict, if
Trick.
you are too demanding,
Uh-uh.
the only effect is that the student would be discouraged
Yeah,
and
discourage and lose their motivation.
Mhm,
Mm.
mhm,
But there is also one teacher in Rachel English that she's very straightforward. For example, okay, you really did a good job, but she can point out all of your mistakes, all of your,
Uh-huh.
she can give you lots of corrections. But I love it
Uh-huh.
because I can learn a lot from her. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
Only one of,
At last, you pay for this feedback, yeah, and
mm,
you demand to have the feedback which is honest, full, and clear,
yeah,
without any liars,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
without any,
I
yeah.
prefer to, I prefer someone who give me real feedback, not just always complimenting. Yeah,
Mhm,
it doesn't matter if you criticize my accent or my English or whatever. It's okay.
mhm,
I accept because it
mhm,
pushed me to improve myself.
mhm,
Mm. Like before, when I was my first job here in Korea, I always felt embarrassed in front of other teachers because my co-teacher, she always
mhm,
corrected me in front of the other teacher because of my accent. So
mhm,
I felt like I really need to improve myself. So I tried to research. That's why I found Rachel on YouTube, and then I searched
mhm,
her website and I enroll. And
mhm,
after 1 month, I felt like I'm wasting my money because I didn't have much time. I didn't have enough time to study, and
mhm,
she always send lesson every week, and then I couldn't study. So I emailed her, I want to quit. And then
mhm,
she replied, if you quit, then there's no improvement. You have to keep going and go back what you left, and then just step
mhm,
by step. And then I just listened to her. And then later
mhm,
on, she totally changed the system in the academy, that she make organize everything, that every week she doesn't need to send email to her
mhm,
students, because if
mhm,
all students feel like we're lagging behind, always sending new lessons, but we cannot study these lessons.
mhm,
So she totally changed the system. So you can study all those stuff whenever you want,
mhm,
and then when you finish the one module, and then you can make your what's this, homework or challenge, and then send it to the group, then the teacher will give you feedback. If
mhm.
you don't, then it doesn't matter, you just study by yourself. Mm.
Because I think that this scientifically proven fact that students are not able to be focused very strongly
Mm.
for more than 3 months. I think that it is
That's
not
true.
possible. It's
Mm-mm-mm.
not possible to be focused more than
Because
3 months, and you have to rest a little after such an
mm-mm.
activity to put something in your mind, to
Yeah.
organize the things. And
Mm-mm.
uh, if the teacher counts that student would be focused throughout the year,
Mm-mm.
it's a
Yeah, that's
false.
true. Because you are figuring if you really like the system, the way she teach your teaching method. If you don't like, and then you feel you found someone and something much better, blah blah blah, and then you try
Mhm,
to quit because
mhm,
you're not accustomed, you haven't adapted yet how she
mhm,
teaches you. But I totally adapted, and then I really like also the way she
mhm,
teaches in the academy, because very organized, and there are a lot of resources that you can
mhm,
study by yourself. It's up to you. If you really want to
mhm,
improve yourself, then
mhm,
yeah, there are many beneficial videos and lessons in the academy with slang phrases and watching the short clip, shadowing exercises. Play it, say it many times. There is also slow motion, the normal speed.
mhm.
So it's really beneficial.
Uh-huh. And I think that it's a very precious availability of a teacher to differentiate their statements according to the ability of the student. If the student needs more encouragement,
Mm,
teacher should be encouraging. If the student demands honesty and demands to be strict,
mm,
teacher should be strict. And I think it's very difficult
mm,
for the teacher to differentiate his his position against the individual student. But
Student. Yeah.
the best one are able to do it. I think they could encourage the weak student
I
to work harder and
mm,
to demand more
mm,
for against the most advanced students.
that's true. So I had this experience before when I taught adults here in Korea
Mhm,
because my students are mixed. Some of them advanced, intermediate, beginners. So
mhm,
I don't know what lesson I'm going to teach them because if I teach too difficult, the beginner
mhm,
complain, "Oh, we don't
mhm,
understand, blah blah blah. It's too
mhm,
difficult for us." If I teach too easy, the advanced level also feel it's so boring. We already know that.
mhm,
So you have to be adjusted. Being a teacher is
mhm,
not easy job.
mhm,
There are a lot of
mhm,
pressure.
mhm.
So yeah, you have to be.
Yeah, because with the students there are very funny situations. In Hadar's group, it was like that. We had this task of making live videos, and one of the women made two videos, and then she quit it. And at the end of the month,
Mhm.
she complained, "Oh, I did only two videos, but." It was because of that nobody noticed these videos, nobody liked them, nobody commented them.
Why?
Which wasn't true. They were commented, but not very intensive. And she was discouraged because she hasn't been commented very often, and it was an adult person, she was doing that for herself only, not for the likes or for the
Yeah,
boasting that
yeah, yeah. You just need she wants compliments to flatter.
yeah, she wanted to be complimented, to be noticed.
She is there to improve herself, not just for complimenting.
Yeah, and it was a funny situation because after she complained that she wasn't noticed, she hadn't been noticed. Everywhere
Uh,
in the comments there were comments that she shouldn't be worried because she is fantastic and that she's doing great, and everyone started to confess her that she's doing great, and it was so false, and it was funny
that's so
situation.
funny. Yeah, so funny. Oh my goodness. She just want to be not noticeable to others, and
Yeah,
she expected.
like she was an adult, but she behaved like a 8 years child.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you don't expect because for me, sometimes yeah, it helps you to motivate if someone try to comment your video or likes. You feel like, oh, someone watched my video. But if there's no, if nobody likes your video or
Mhm.
comments, you feel like maybe nobody watched my video. You feel like that way. Maybe she's
Yeah,
not that one.
yeah.
Nobody watched her video, so she felt bad. I'm just wasting my time here. Nobody noticed my video, my effort.
But as an adult, she should be motivated and should be convinced. And after all, she is doing it for herself only, not for others.
That's true.
Yeah,
Just for her own.
because she is not a YouTuber. She is not a YouTuber, and it doesn't matter how many likes she will
Yeah.
obtain,
Mm-mm-mm.
because of these likes depends if she would be monetized or not.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of YouTuber, nowadays I don't really I don't really work on my YouTube channel nowadays.
Mhm.
So my views are decreasing.
Mhm.
I don't really
I think I think it's a lot of work to be consistent on YouTube and to create very interesting
content.
and stuff. To it's a lot of work. I don't think it's worth of doing at all if you are not concentrated only on this one activity.
That's true. Because if you are a YouTuber, you have to create your good content that
Mhm.
noticeable with other viewers, that
Mhm.
YouTube will suggest your videos to the other
Mhm.
YouTubers. At the same time, for editing,
Yeah.
there are many works you have to do.
And there are many factors which are important in making good quality video. You have to have interior which is good for moving
Yeah,
for
and
making movies, good lights, good
mm,
equipment.
that's true.
And
Because
yeah.
if your video is just like video and like no art, or for example your, I mean, the lights is not really visible,
Mm,
it's too hazy, your voice is not
mhm,
audible. So when the viewers watch your video for the first time, feel like I don't wanna listen
mhm.
this, I cannot hear, and then just left. Mm.
And there are a lot of very good quality videos, English language learning videos,
Mm-mm.
and a lot of them had very few likes and very few subscribers,
That's
even though that they are very good quality.
mm-mm.
And I think it's a very, how to say it, it's a very competing area,
Competitive. It's very
competitive area, yeah.
mm,
Because there are a lot of people who try to be English bloggers, and
bloggers.
yeah, it's difficult uh,
Yeah.
to break through to the
Mm.
top.
Yeah, that's true. Because I also noticed before, Rachel, she was in YouTube since, I don't know, 8 years or maybe 9 years ago, but she just have 3 million point something subscribers. But Lingua Marina, she just started maybe
Mhm,
2008, but she already have 4 million or maybe 3 million subscribers.
mhm,
If your videos very, what's this, get viral with other
mhm.
different countries, so that's how.
And I don't know what depends on what factors are really matters, because this lingua marina I don't find very entertaining or very good quality comparing to others.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think it could
It's
be
very
face, for example. Maybe maybe if you have a pretty face, it is
uh,
more. For example, English with Lucy.
uh, uh, uh,
Lucy,
uh, uh.
and she has a huge amount of followers. And
Yeah,
do you know the blonde girl
yeah,
from
yeah, yeah.
England,
I know her.
Lucy?
Mm-mm-mm.
And but she made a great effort to create the content, because I think that she has all the stuff which is working on her videos.
Mm.
She is not doing them only by herself. There are a lot of support with her, and
Yeah.
she is like a company, because she gives conversation to newsletters, to radio stations, and so on. So she has a good PR, and this PR is produced by some other peoples, by some agents, or I don't know. But
Promote her YouTube channel. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
true. That's why she has a lot of followers. Mm.
Hmm.
If you have a lot of sponsors, then they will try to promote you, then that's people reach your channel. But for
Hmm.
me, I'm just a small YouTuber. I need to work hard. Oh my goodness. If my subscribers, if I can support them, they don't also support mine. So because give and take, small YouTubers support to small YouTubers. That's the
Mhm.
technique of being a small YouTuber until you will reach 100,000 subscribers, and then later on, when you get popular, then
Mhm.
yes, you stop subscribing to your
Yeah,
full
You,
subscribers.
you know, I used to follow Casey Neistat. Do you know Casey Neistat? It's a blogger from New York, and he wasn't very popular until he committed that he would make a video each day, and he
Every
has
day,
done it
every
every day,
every day you have to make a
and
video.
he
Oh,
yeah, and he was doing like that he was shooting video every day for 1 year, and it was a huge work and for him. And after that only he obtained a lot of followers, but it was at the titanic work, and
mm,
he started to be a celebrity in of the YouTube, but he committed to this activity all his life throughout 1 year,
yeah.
because it was up to half an hour or even longer video
Mhm.
each day, and they were very interesting because he was going throughout America and shooting movies from different locations and
Mm.
different activities. He is deep into sports or some other things. He was describing his work, so it was very interesting. But it took him 1 year to level from the low
Yeah,
to the big.
he no, no, he struggled or he undergo this process.
Yeah.
Wow. I think if I will focus on I if I will work hard on my YouTube channel, maybe I can reach a lot of subscribers, but it takes a lot of energy, effort to
Yeah. Yeah.
do it. Mm. But yeah, it's you know, if you're I mean, if your channel got monetized from YouTube, you can earn money. It's true. Big YouTuber, they can earn lots of money from their videos.
But I think that big YouTuber means that he has more than 5 million subscribers. This is big subscriber. This is big YouTuber. But because if you have only
1 million?
30,000 or 50,000, it is not a big YouTuber. Big
Yes,
YouTuber starts from over 5 million,
5 million.
and you can live from this
YouTube.
only.
Yeah. Mm. What if I will focus my YouTube channel, Tom? Maybe I can stop working. I don't need to teach, right?
Uh,
I'll just
if
make
you
videos.
have a rich husband, why not?
Yes, because you know what? There are many YouTuber, although their videos are not really useful, but just for make fun, because
Mhm,
you know people love to watch if
mhm,
really interesting, they feel like entertained. But making videos like teaching, and then my competitors, most
mhm,
of them native speaker, I'm not native speaker, so of course
mhm,
other learners prefer to watch YouTuber who is from Western countries. So I think I have
mhm,
to change my channel.
mhm.
I'm planning to change something my channel. Maybe I will change not English just for
Uh-huh,
entertaining people.
uh-huh, uh-huh. You
Yeah.
know, Hadar spoke in her last video about such a phenomenon as native speakerism,
Mm-hmm.
and she described the situation when someone told her that she used slang, and
Slang.
she shouldn't be using slang because she is not native.
Mm.
and she replied him, I am not intent to enroll to your team because I am already in your team. and I am creating language. And
Mm-mm.
that was her answer. I, I don't need to enroll in your team because I am your team, in your team already.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am doing language. I am producing language. So
yeah.
I think it's a very good answer.
Mm-mm.
That sometimes natives are looking down on us, non-natives, that
Yes.
we are not privileged enough. We shouldn't be privileged because we are not born in the
Yeah,
English speaking country. So
country.
we have not enough rights to be
Yeah.
active in English. We
Active.
should only listen to them and admire them, how good they are.
Why? We can do it. Why not?
Yeah, I agree. But their awaitings are sometimes that we shouldn't.
Mm. Yeah, they are very what is that hypothesis? I mean, hypothesis. Yeah, because they that's true. They look down because we are not native speakers, so they feel like, oh, I was born in United States. I'm better than you,
Mhm.
but not
Yeah.
all of them anyway. Mm.
Yeah, they are also making errors and they even don't admit to the errors because sometimes we, as a native, we can notice the errors, but they are not very worried about
Yes, they
these
don't
errors.
care about their mistakes. Mm.
Mhm.
Especially grammar, as long as they speak and
Yeah.
vegetable. So
Several times I noticed, for example, that they use third conditional in a very improper way. They use had in the first part of sentence and also in the second. Not if I had learned more, I had been better. For example, it is error. If I had earned more, I would have been better. Not I would have been better. But it is common practice. Then use had instead of have.
mm-mm. If I had, wow, you're very good at this one. Anyway, there are many rules about that kind of exercises. If I had, that means if you have more chance,
Mhm.
that's what mean. If I had blah blah blah, I can speak better.
Mhm.
Yes, you can. There are many rules actually in grammar, so you have to know. But studying grammar rules, it doesn't help you to speak better, to speak.
Yeah, yeah, it's a muscle memory, as
Oh
Hannah says.
yeah, later on
You have.
you confuse. Oh, is this correct? I should I use this one? Then you feel hesitate when you speak.
Mhm,
So you
mhm,
better not to memorize grammar rules.
mhm, mhm.
As long as you can communicate, you can express your ideas, your opinion, people will
Yeah.
understand you
Mhm,
in a simple way. You don't have to be complicated with perfect grammar
mhm.
and then you're
If you are if you are confident enough, you can improve in the
mm,
future because it will go anyway.
that's true.
These improvements.
Mm-mm.
If you
Yes.
have more practice, if you are not stressed when you are talking, you
Yeah.
can focus more on grammar.
Yeah, that's true because some of my students before, they're always thinking about grammar. They always
Mm,
because they have to think first. Maybe this is wrong. Maybe this is right. So they have
uh,
to think
uh,
first before they
uh.
speak. Mm.
Anyway, Adeline, we have all the day to talking because we are two only,
Yeah, that's
so we
true.
have no we have no limit,
There's no
time
limit.
limit.
There's no limit, I think, because only you and I. I think we have to finish, Tom, because I have
Yeah,
another.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, me too. Me too. I also have a lot of things to do now. So it was one to one. You can, Adeline, by the way, you can check out the one-to-one conversation.
One-to-one conversation
My price.
at your price.
You can check out. You can check my price one-to-one conversation as done.
Done. One-to-one. You don't need to. You don't need to attend our training on Wednesday.
If you
One-on-one
because
conversation.
one-on-one conversation, it
With
was done.
Tom. Yes, it's done. That's true. Fluency.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
yes, I will.
So I am frankly speaking to you because I am very satisfied with this conversation today.
One-on-one live conversation, right? Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
because we don't have any participants.
yeah,
You're lucky today, Tom.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. So I have.
So thanks once more for your time and for your conversation and your commitment to
Sure.
me today. So
Yes, sure, sure.
and have a great Sunday
You
tomorrow
too.
and next week and
I'll see you on Wednesday.
till Wednesday.
Okay,
Thanks.
okay. So yes, good
Thanks.
job today, Tom. See you. Bye
See
bye.
ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Mm.